What's going on, y'all? It's Kid Billionaire B, aka Brian Waldron. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down several strategies in what we use to market our venues here in Event Space Leads. In case you're new to the channel, my name is Brian Waldron. Did over $3.5 million in event space sales. Now we own the #1 event space coaching and consulting business, which has currently helped over 600 clients open up their own event space across the country. Did over $15 million in personal and business funding, as well as did 7 figures in cash collected across our clients. Let's get into it. So in this video, like I mentioned before, I want to break down several strategies that we use to make our clients a ton of money. Now, here's the thing, right? Anybody can go find a location, go online. I've had several videos on it. Anybody could go get the funding, build up your credit score. Marketing the venue, here's the real numbers, right? 80% of venues go out of business the first year. Why? Because they love, oh my God, I'm gonna go market with word of mouth. Oh, I'm gonna build it and the people will come. Lies. I mean, hey, look, listen, if you wanna go ahead and operate your business off word of mouth where you're relying on Johnny to go ahead and take time out of his day to go and tell his friends about how great you are, okay, cool, go for it. Go for it. I would rather have something that's more systematic and predictable. I would rather have something that's more reliable. Should we continue? Let's continue. I broke it down paid ways and free ways. Now, one big thing that I want to underscore in this video is that what you don't pay for, you will work for. What does that mean? If I am not paying for traffic, I have to work for the traffic. As in, if I'm not paying for people to advertise for me, I have to advertise for me. And that's the way that goes. Let's continue. So, let's start with the free ways. How can I get more eyeballs on my event space? Your job as a CEO is to get more clients and make them worth more. How am I able to do that? Well, first thing, post on Instagram. Simplest way. Post on Instagram. But when it comes down to Instagram, even more so, you want to build a store, you want to build a brand. One big thing that we did with BK Event Spaces back in Brooklyn is that we built a brand. We let people know, hey, look, listen, I'm a Brooklyn kid, I'm opening up my venue, come and check me out, woo, woo, all that good stuff, right? You want to build a brand. You want to because people buy people before they buy product. You want to let them buy the people before they buy the product, right? So we also have YouTube. Do YouTube videos. Like this one is a YouTube video. Create long form content that basically showcases the entire process. Same thing with Instagram. Showcase the entire process. That helps you build a brand. More people know you, more people like you, more people trust you. Next, Facebook. Same thing, it's a social media platform. We want to go ahead and market on these different platforms. Another one that I didn't write down over here is Google. SEO is free. You can go create a My Business listing, list it online, get some organic traffic, some SEO. We talk about a little bit things like this in Event Space Elites, but you can go generate some SEO like that. Next, we have listing sites. Now, technically, this is a paid option, but it's kind of a hybrid because it doesn't cost anything upfront to go ahead and list it. When I say the listing sites, I mean like Peerspace, Gigster, Splacer, all these different websites. They have the Wedding Wire and stuff like that. Now, Wedding Wire, I believe you do have to pay upfront, but these are all different sites that typically it's like, okay, cool, it's kind of like a rev share. They'll take a percentage of your bookings or whatever the case may be. That's typically how Peerspace works, right? I think the other ones operate a little bit differently. So with that being said, you can always list on these listing sites and generate more traffic. It's a great way to start your business, right? The last one that I want to talk about is direct mail. When it comes down to direct mail, one of the websites I usually utilize is like Little Yellow Letters, where they will send out direct mail to all the addresses in your area, right? And it's a great way to kind of like go directly to the people who may not be on social media, and they can go ahead and find out about your business just through direct mail. Simple as that, right? Let's go into my favorite, which is the paid. And the reason I love paid traffic is because, again, it's reliable, it's predictable. I know that if I pay $100 a day in Facebook ads, I will generate X amount of leads, I will close Y amount of them, and I will make Z amount of money. It is reliable. With Instagram, some days the algorithm is popping, some days it's not. You get shadow banned, they change up things. Like, it's not reliable. I like reliable because I can't. One thing that's for certain is that these bills is reliable. Every single month, my landlord knocking at my door, my electric bill coming, my gas bill coming, my water bill coming. So if those things are for certain, my money got to be for certain for sure. Let's continue. Next thing, right? We have paid ads, right? Paid ads. That's Google ads, Facebook ads, or Meta ads. We have YouTube ads. Generate paid traffic to your business. And like I said, I love paid traffic. I would not run a business without paid traffic. I I like to rely on I like systematic and I like predictable, period, point blank, period. The next one is influencers. Now this is more of like a new age economy situation. When it comes down to influencers, you could essentially pay a local creator to make like a reel about your video or a video about your venue, right? So like I remember shout out Kim Edwards, she's in Houston. We got a couple of videos with her, but she had paid an influencer to come in and basically like showcase her venue, and it went viral and it generated a lot of link clicks for her business. So influencers are a little like, the data is like, you gotta be a lot more curating of the data, because if they're just posting on Instagram, it's like, how do you know that somebody didn't just come to your page? How do you know they came from the influencer? How do you know they came from the video? There are ways to track these things, but you wanna really make sure you're up on your technology and you understand, right? The next one is referrals. Now this is something that I loved to do back when I was operating BK Event Spaces. When it came down to referrals, what I would do is I would say, hey, look, listen, you bring us a booking, we'll give you like $100, or, and this is dependent on obviously how much you charge, right? So like typically if you go to these listing sites like PeerSpace and whatnot, they'll charge 10, 15%, sometimes even 20%. So if you're giving out referrals, I like to kind of match it. So it's like, if you're charging $1,000, I might say, hey, look, listen, you bring me a booking, I'll give you $200. I'll give you $100. I'll give you $150, you know, around that 10 to 20% mark. So that's a great way to kind of hedge your bets and get more bookings coming in without that initial investment, right? But all in all, like I said from the beginning, what you don't pay for, you will work for. So you can't just open up these venues and say, oh, well, I built it so they will come, and then they don't come, and then you're out of business a year from now, you just lost all your money. That would be tragic. That would be tragic. So make sure you have a plan when it comes to marketing. Guys, my name is Baruch College. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure you subscribe and like. Definitely, if you are looking to find, fund, and fill your very own event space, make sure you tap in, apply in the description, and let's get active. Let's get it, let's go.